The Child Protection and Family Planning Agency, CPFSA, reported 9,800 cases of domestic abuse in 2020. The following year, the agency made headlines when disclosing that 700 to 800 cases of domestic violence against children were reported monthly during the pandemic. Now, in 2022, citizens are taking to the streets in protest in hopes of putting an end to the heinous acts. Our news team caught up with one group at Matilda's Corner in St. Andrew. More in this report.
University Director of the Institute for Gender and Development Studies at the University of the West Indies, Professor Opal Palmer-Adisa, has expressed her thoughts on the importance of ending the cycle, utilizing the time-old adage of "it takes a village to raise a child."
We are protesting, or rather advocating, because if you look at the data, Jamaican children are in crisis. We are not protecting them. There have been numerous incidents of rape, incest, physical abuse, and we have to protect our children because it's not just enough to say they are the future. What is the future we want for our society if our children are being harmed? And this creates tremendous psychological and emotional harm that they take with them for the rest of their lives. So it's about bringing awareness so that each of us understand we have to be a village for our children.
Professor Adisa made it clear that a worthy cause is not without its challenges. She spoke quite frankly about the financial issues hindering the much-needed publicity to the issue.
The challenges is really getting support. You know, you need to get t-shirts, you need to get placards, you need to get signs, you need to get media, and that's a very difficult thing. I mean, a lot of this making of these placards and t-shirts I've done out of pocket. We want to build awareness in each parish. Ruth and I want to do training in terms of so that each community has trained youth who can speak to this issue and go into the community so that this is not just a one-day thing.
Child advocate affiliated with Professor Adisa, Sky Thompson, who headed a second group of protesters in a different location at Duke Street in downtown Kingston, said one major issue she observed in the fight is a lack of consideration among some members of the public.
They were arguing that men are also abused because sometimes we say women and children, so they're like men are abused too, and some of them look away and they're arguing because that is showing that there's actually a problem because we're so desensitized to injustice, to our children that it's like, why are you guys out here talking about children? They're children, So there's definitely a need for this. We have to address it, and we have to, let them know it is not okay to abuse our children. Come on, they're the future. We have to start now, and we have to start at the grassroots.
May on the Island is celebrated as Child's Month. Jamaica's theme for 2022 is Listen Up, Children's Voices Matter. Since the start of the month, public officials and advocacy groups have raised their voice to bring awareness to the issue and the importance of children's rights. Raquel Robinson reporting for the news on PBCJ.